The 2004 film The Polar Express, it's a mixed bag for me. While personally I want to say this is a bad movie, it's just there are some issues within it that I thought kept it from being much better than what it turned out to be. So, based off the 1985 children's book of the same name, I thought The Polar Express was an interesting film considering this was my first time looking at it. The film takes place on Christmas Eve. A young boy sees a mysterious train outside of his window. The young boy is invited on board by the conductor, and so he joins other children on their journey in order to visit Santa Claus at the North Pole. And from there, it's a Christmas animated film that I thought was interesting, but some things kept it back from being better, in my opinion. Now, I had avoided this film throughout the years, and there is one simple reason why: the soulless eyes. The uncanny valley has always been a complex concept to add to either movies, TV shows, or even video games for that matter. But when you apply it to animation, such as this film for example, then you're going to get terrible results. Seriously, I was a little creeped out by the animation, and because of that, I just didn't feel any heartwarming holiday vibes I would normally get when watching other Christmas movies. Plus, when you have a holiday film that can scare little kids, well then it's a problem. But at least there were some things that I did enjoy about this one, such as the voice cast, the story, which I thought could have been improved upon a little bit better, and of course the music, which I thought was very good. When it comes down to it, this ain't a horrible movie. It's pretty decent for what it is. It's just the issues I had just mentioned keeps it from being a very memorable film in my opinion. Now, when it comes to the characters, I honestly thought they was alright. Nobody really stands out in terms of, well, this character is so great. Now, Tom Hanks, he did voice a couple of characters, one of them be the conductor. It's just this plot overall doesn't make any sense. I get that it embraces Christmas magic and all that, but I was struggling to even remember what some of the characters' names were. Like, literally, there are no character names in this film except for maybe Billy. Everybody else, such as Hero Boy or Hero Girl, yeah, that is their character names in the film. Like, how am I supposed to connect with these characters or understand, who they are if I don't even know what their names really is? Nonetheless, I thought, these characters, they weren't written badly. It's just, I didn't know much about them, to be honest. The plot should have been stronger. Like, I get all these kids, they go on the train, they go to the North Pole, but other than that, nothing really special happens. This doesn't stand out as a great Christmas movie in my opinion. It's alright. Robert Zemeckis, who is the director of this film, also directed some of my favorite movies throughout the years, such as the Back to the Future trilogy, Forrest Gump, and Castaway. So it is a little baffling that this one right here didn't live up to the high standards of those films. But that doesn't mean I outright despise this movie. I enjoyed it for what it was. It's just, the story wasn't really anything special, to be honest. Like, literally, How the Grinch Stole Christmas has a better story compared to this one. And that's not me hating on this film. It's just, this movie just didn't do a whole lot and really make it stand out compared to those Christmas animated films that are out there. I'm giving this film a 6 out of 10. Yeah, I do believe this one's overrated because throughout the years people were saying to me I have to check this one out. And for me personally, if the story was much better and of course the characters also had interesting backstories, then this one would have been a very interesting Christmas film to say the least. But if there was a silver lining in this film, is that at least this one is somewhat entertaining, so there is that. And that's my review of The Polar Express. Alright, leave your comments down below in the section and let me know what you think about this movie. Okay, this is Slim Guy 172 saying peace out.